Good morning, everyone. This is Miss Nadine, and today we are going to present a new English lesson for the first secondary class. We are going to start with Unit 6, Lesson 2, Poor Access to Clean Water. Our lesson objectives for today are analyze theme-based statistics and deduce image function. Poor access to clean water and proper sanitation. To start with, let's consider the statistical figures given and infer what they reveal. Number 1. Around 750 million people, or about 1 in 9, lack access to safe water. Number 2. Only 2.53% of Earth's water is fresh, and some 2/3 of that is locked up in glaciers and permanent snow cover. Number 3. More than 840,000 people die each year from water and hygiene-related causes. Number 4. Around 2.5 billion people lack access to improved sanitation. Number 5. Lack of access to clean water and sanitation kills children at a rate equivalent to a jumbo jet crashing every 10 hours. Number 6. An estimated $260 billion is lost globally each year due to lack of adequate water supply and sanitation. And number 7. Women and children spend many hours each day collecting water. Clean water and proper sanitation are prerequisites for all human and economic development, and without them, life would be at stake. Unfortunately, the health and economic impacts of today's global water crisis are staggering. Worse still, water access and availability are becoming a luxury. It is noteworthy that a little more than 100 years ago, New York City, London, and Paris were centers of infectious diseases. Child death rates were as high then as they are now in some African places. It was sweeping reforms in water and sanitation that enabled the human progress to leap forward. Such reforms are required in many developing countries. Now read pages 147, 148, 149, and 150, then answer the following questions. Number 1. In paragraph 1, the writer portrays Eve carrying liquid cargo. What, in your opinion, is the significance of this image? Number 2. Explain sentence 2, paragraph 6. It is an epic struggle, and hearteningly, human beings are winning. Number 3. Cite 3 expressions to describe the writer's attitude in paragraph 11 and justify. In number 1, the image underscores how strenuous the daily chores of fetching liters and liters of water from the swamp to the hut is. Accordingly, lack of water access is a stark violation of human rights in the 21st century. Number 2. The disparity in accessing clean water in Rwanda mirrors the long strife in both developing and developed countries over the same hydration problem. The overall outcome of the struggle has been encouraging, for the ultimate winner is the individual, irrespective of the country he or she belongs to. After all, developed countries have already made tremendous achievements in this regard, and some regions in the developing countries are following suit. As for number 3, the writer is evidently impressed when he or she uses the word spectacularly to describe how the UN has managed to meet the water target. Moreover, he or she adopts an attitude of optimism, reassuring the readers that in a matter of a decade, it is possible that clean water will become accessible for all world population. However, the writer reflects an attitude of frustration when he or she reveals that sanitation is still way off target and that many of the world population, especially Africans, are still deprived of toilets. Assessment. Answer the following questions. Number 1. List 3 dangers existing in the water body Eve and his parents fetch water from. Number 2. Why do the likes of Eve frequently absent themselves from school? Number 3. Do all the residents of Biajazra lack access to healthy clean water? Explain. Number 4. Explain the interrelation between healthy clean water and economic well-being. Number 5. When does the Rwandan capital usually suffer from water shortage? Number 6. How informed is the Vita about water safety? Justify. And number 7. In what sense is the UN's attempt to bring poverty to an end a story of two halves? Homework. Do exercises A and B and exercise C numbers 3 to 7 on pages 151 and 152.